So hi, I'm Rebecca with LectinFree.Me, and today we are talking about lectin-free foods. Now I did an overview video and I will link that down below if you haven't seen it yet. Hopefully you're watching this whole series, and if you are, thank you very much. Today we're going to talk about resistant starches. Now resistant starches are the ones that feed your good gut bacteria. They aren't necessarily for your body, they're for your gut bacteria. And the higher or the better the resistant starch, the more it feeds your gut bacteria and the less overall it has for your body to deal with. Now some resistant starches are not lectin free. I'm going to talk about the few that I eat and have had experience with. And on that note, here's my disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, not a nutritionist. I'm just someone who eats lectin free, and I am sharing what works for me with you. Okay, the primary resistant starches that I eat are millet and sorghum, which are grains without hulls, so they don't have the lectin issues. And I eat the root vegetables like parsnips and carrots and different sweet potatoes. Those are the primary resistant starches that I have in my life. Okay, so I determine how much of each resistant starch I eat by the effect that it has on my body. So if I know if I eat sorghum, it kind of just cleans my system out. I don't have any weight gain the next day, which is like awesome, right? Same thing with millet, and the same thing with red sweet potatoes, or I should say like yams, the orange ones, they're your traditional sweet potatoes. Now I have to be careful. Japanese sweet potatoes are like my favorite ones. Those are the ones with the red skin but they're yellow inside, and those are a little more starchy. And I notice my weight may go up a few ounces if I eat them. I still eat them occasionally because I really like them, but that might be something that you don't eat as much. So you kind of have to play with these resistant starches and see which ones work best for your body and work best with the way that you cook. And there's there are some tricks to cooking the resistant starches. So I'll do some videos on that too, because I know we're used to cooking the traditional grains like rice, I guess is the main one that I would cook. And cooking things like sorghum and millet are a little bit different. So there'll be some videos coming on how to use these resistant starches that you may not be familiar with in your daily eating plans. So we as Americans eat a lot of starches, but we're probably not eating the right ones. So you need to move away from your potatoes and or rice, depending on where you grew up in the country, and try some things like your millet and your sorghum that are eaten in places like India and Africa. So I limit my resistant starches to once or twice a day, kind of depending on what I'm eating. I usually will have some with my breakfast and lunch or dinner. I don't have a resistant starch at all three meals, and a lot of times I'll only have them for one meal, and I think yesterday I didn't eat any at all. So kind of give your body a break sometime from eating all the starch. You don't need to eat starches every day, but they taste good, right? And as Americans, I think most of our meals are kind of built around protein and starch. Our vegetables kind of get lost, kind of cast off on the wayside, but we need to bring vegetables to the forefront and eat more of those and eat less starches. And I usually limit my starch intake to 4 ounces a meal. So if you don't have a scale, you might consider getting one, because the scale is going to be your friend, so you're not overeating on the starch front. Even if it's a good starch for you, you still don't need to overeat it, right? Everything in moderation. So hopefully you will go out to your health food store and try out some new resistant starches that you may not have tried before. They're really inexpensive, but it does there's a little bit of a learning curve to cooking, especially the sorghum. There's a big learning curve with cooking the sorghum. as I said, I'm going to make some videos on that. Hopefully this video has helped you. If it has, give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep getting more videos from me, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see notifications, hit that little bell. And as always, thank you very much for watching my video, and good luck on your lectin-free journey.